Hello fellow Forex traders, it's Tuesday, November the 28th. Hope everybody's having a good day and had a good night. Hopefully you're doing good in your trading so far this week. Got news coming up in the US tomorrow, and also in Australia and New Zealand on Wednesday. So be careful if you got anything tied to that. For those of you new here, welcome. New subscribers, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that very much. For those of you that are new here, I do swing trading. I don't do day trading, even though there at times will be a trade during the day. But I do a little bit longer term on my trading. So hopefully you'll be interested in what I'm able to bring as far as the education, so to speak, what they call it. So I'm going to start out with the pound dollar 1 hour. It has made a 1 hour sell already. So 1 hour on the sell. The 4 hour, it's probably not made one. It's making one now, but this candle doesn't end for an hour and 50 minutes, so there's nothing to do here unless you want to try to get in on the 1 hour. The Aussie dollar has made a 1 hour sell signal as well. And the 4 hour is making a sell signal, but again, that's got an hour and 50 minutes before that ends. So unless you get in on the hour, there's nothing to do on the 4 hour. Pound CAD has made a 1 hour sell signal as well. And I'm willing to bet the 4 hour is making one. And it is, and it's the same situation as the pound dollar and the Aussie dollar. That's got an hour and 50 minutes for that candle ends. So the only way you can get in is on the 1 hour if you wanted to get in on the 1 hour. That is not my setup just yet. I have to have a little of a pull down and then a push back up to get in to make it a low risk trade. Right now it would be 72.59 and it's trading at 19. That's 40 plus 5. It's $45 risk right now. I have to have it less than that or I don't take the trade. The Aussie dollar, it is a low risk trade right now because it's actually only about $7 risk right now. But because the 4 hour has not made a signal, this may not be done just yet. The pound yen is in a 1 hour sell and it's still trying to come down. It can actually come down on the daily range today down into here, and that could happen today. The 4 hour is in a sell as well, so both of those are in agreement on the 1 and 4 hour. And that's on the pound yen. The euro New Zealand is trying to make a buy, but it's got 47 minutes left, so there's nothing to do on this euro New Zealand. And the 4 hour is probably the same way. Yes, it's trying to make a 4 hour candle, but it's got an hour and 47 minutes, so nothing to do on the euro New Zealand. Nothing. Pound New Zealand, same way, nothing to do. It's kind of in a tight trading range. The 4 hour, again, see how the range is. It was a sell. There was your first sell. It was just a straight runoff, no retracement, couldn't get in. There was your retracement to get in with a low risk trade. That would have been 209.71, 62.9. That'd been $15 risk right there to get in, and you made good money because it went down from 40s to 400. Over 400 pip move. Now that did take 11.14. About a day and a half. Took about a day and a half for you to get paid pretty good. You see, on the 4 hour, you'll have to switch to a 1 hour once you get in to see if there's any kind of retracements in there to where you can move your stop down. And that was on the pound New Zealand. Nothing to do on it. New Zealand yen. I believe it is in a sale. Yes, they come up. This is where I got in. It's just not. I've been able to take off half of my profit, but it's just not going the way I need it to go. But my stop is at break even plus $2 still. That's from yesterday. I've not been able to move it. It made a little push up, push down, but it's just not. It didn't take out the low. That's what I have to have it to have, and it didn't do that. So this could be a turnaround, so I may get stopped out on my second half of the position, but it'll make a couple of bucks. So I'm not too worried about that. The 4 hour New Zealand yen, whoa, it's way too crowded. There we go. See, there was this chance, but see, it's the same thing. It's not taking out the low. I need it to take out the low, or I can move my stop down on the second half of the position. Euro Aussie is making a 1 hour buy. It's got 45 minutes, nothing to do on there. That pound Aussie 4 hour is probably coming back down to 64.91, about 20-30 more pips. It's going to come down, and then there's going to be a buy opportunity on the Euro Aussie when it gets down into here, somewhere down into here. So nothing to do on it right now. Sit and wait. Just sit and wait. Don't rush. Euro CAD's in a 1 hour buy. And it looks okay for now, but it doesn't look that great. Really need it to pull down into here. That low 67, 97. Yeah, actually down into here would be good to get in for a low risk trade to go long. And the EuroCAD 4 hour still in the sale. Those aren't in agreement, so there's not anything to do on the EuroCAD. Pound Aussies are really in a sale on the 1 hour. There's nothing to do on it. The 4 hour is still in a sale. That was the sale. Could come back down in here into the buy opportunity somewhere down here. That won't happen today, but with the Aussie news coming up, that could be then. So nothing to do on the pound Aussie. It's in no man's land. That's what I call it, no man's land. CAD yen is in a 1 hour sell, and it's doing pretty good. I am in this one still. Haven't got stopped out yet. So the stop has moved it from there to here now. So hopefully that's going to continue down, but otherwise I've already taken off half the position, and my second half has made pretty good money. It's making pretty good money as well. I need to keep on pushing down. On the CAD yen, that's the 1 hour. The 4 hour is kind of in. There's no reason to enter here. It's no man's land. If you wanted to enter, your stop would have to be at the high of that candle if you wanted to go in short. Otherwise, do nothing. Just sit and wait for it to come down to the buy signal down here, which won't happen today. Euro yen, same thing. Been able to move my stop down here finally from here to here. Originally it was there. That's because I got in up here, so that's why it was there. Now with the poke down, the little retracement, and a further low, I've been able to move it to right there. And when this makes a lower low, which it looks like it's going to do, then I can move it to these candles. I've already taken off half the position. The other half is going to make $1 or $2. It's actually going to make not almost what the first half make, but I needed to move it down a little bit more. I needed more of a flush where I can move it to these candles here, the highs. And on the 4 hour, the sales and there was your opportunity to get in. Nothing to do there now if you're in. Like I said, if you wanted to get in now, your stop would have to be at the high of this candle, and it's kind of in no man's land, so I wouldn't risk it. On the Aussie yen, it's in a sale, got in that one too. See, that's not a retracement right there. It didn't take out the low. It has to take out the low. It didn't take out the low. The stop is still up there, plus I've already taken off half the position on it, and it's on got a $2 that it'll make if it gets stopped out. I need this to flush back down here so I can move the stop from there all the way down to, actually I may move it right in here because that's a little bit higher of a high. Yeah, that's what I'll do. As soon as this flushes down, takes out that low, I'm going to move it to these lows right here. And I'm expecting to move down into right about in here. And that won't happen until the Aussie news comes out tomorrow. And the 4 hour is, there's the sale. If you wanted to sell it, that's going to have to be your stop right there, so it's not too bad. That has 53, 30, it's about 35. If you got in right now, risking $35. It's a little bit beyond what I like. I like it at 30 or less. Most of mine I get less than 30, so I'm willing to wait and be patient. But that's totally up to you if you want to risk $35 for a potential move down in here, which would be another 100 pips from where it's at right now. So that ratio would be 3 to 1, which is pretty good. So that's all the currencies. I'm going through those. I'll be recording this video. It will be out in about 30-35 minutes. When I finish, be posted. You're welcome to put comments, ask questions, have comments in the comment section underneath the video on my YouTube channel page, and I'll get back to them as quick as possible, and it's usually pretty quick. Also, though, for those who are new, first time here, you haven't subscribed, please do that if you would. I appreciate it. Just lets me know my time is worth something and that I'm helping you. That's the main things. And once you hit the subscribe channel, you'll also have to click on the notify me button, and then it will notify you when I have another video and when I potentially go back to live streaming, which I'm potentially looking at that, depending on how big of a response I get from that. If I don't, then I won't. It's that simple, because my time is valuable just like yours. So I'm willing to do this for free because I've been doing the swing. I've been trading since '98, but I've been doing the swing trading successfully for almost 17 years. So you may ask, what did I do in '98? I started out buying penny stocks. That done no good. Then I went to options on stocks and options on futures, and futures trading, doing 1, 3, and 5 minute charts, and then doing Forex, doing 1, 3, and 5 minute charts. And I blew 2 accounts trading that way. So I got totally away from that time frame. That's why I use only 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily charts, because that's what the big boys, the ones that make the money, use. So there's no reason for me to try to reinvent the wheel. So that's why I said I won't change it, because this has been successful for me, been able to get me to retire and my wife to retire. So you can, if you want to try to beat the Harvard and Yale gurus that get trained in this stuff by the ones that make the money, good luck with that. Because 93% of traders who try that, they fail. So you want to be in the 7%, and I think this is the 7%. because I've proven that this works. If you go back and look at all my videos, you see how you get in. Here's an example of my trading strategy in a nutshell. These are my indicators, the arrows. I created those. They don't show up all the time. I have to wait until they show up. I don't care what everything else is doing. If they don't show up, I don't take a trade. When they do show up, then I start to look for the trade. I want it to run away a little bit like it did here, retrace, give a low risk sell, which this one would have been 96.84 is the low. That low is 96.87. 3 plus basically 3 on the spread, a $6 risk, $6 to get this move. Now you have to stay in it for a couple of days, because this is a 1 hour chart, so these are a couple of days move. But see, you'd have been able to move your stop up. This is what I do. When you get in, take off half the position. For the Aussie yen, it would have been 35 pips based on the daily range. So I would have already gotten off half of my money. That I actually took this trade, so I'm not saying just like I'm in the sell now. So I've been in a buy, got out of the buy, actually got stopped out of the buy. But I was able to move my stop when it goes up, and it can go sideways or retrace down, make another flush up. Then you can move your stop up from here to here, makes a retrace, flush up, move your stop up to here. It goes sideways, makes a retracement, flush up, move it to there. I actually had mine under here when I got stopped out right there. But then when I seen this happen, because I didn't get that because I was still in the trade, then I seen this with my arrows after they showed up. Got in this sell, already taken off half the position. This is the trading strategy in a nutshell. All of these. Now you will not be able to get these arrows. I have that. I haven't sold them. I haven't given them away. Nobody has them but me, because these are ones I created. Now I didn't write the script. I have a friend of mine who actually knows the Java code. He knows how to write the script for that for the computer, and I asked him, I showed him what I needed to do. We went over it. Took a couple of months to get it, all the bugs out, and that was in 2006. Started trading it in 2007, and have never looked back in almost 17 years. So you're welcome to try to fight the ones in the know, but I hope you don't become the 93%, because most on YouTube have. That's why you see a lot of them that had trade rooms at one time, whether by doing just videos or live streaming. They're no longer around, because you see the last one they had was years ago. And I can give you some other things to look for if you are following somebody like that, which I hope you're not, ones that's trading 1, 3, 5 minute and 15-minute charts. Because most of them, if you noticed, if you've been on there, they show wins and losses at the top of their page, and it could be based on a week, a month, or a year, and it shows the wins and losses. But that is very deceiving. Don't fall into that trap. It's very deceiving. They can have a great win ratio, but what they don't show you is how many pips that they got. Total pips for all the trades. If they made 50 trades, you want to know the total pips of the 50 trades. And from what the brokerage houses say, these are the ones that say this, not me, that 95% of people that trade with them, a particular company, they take on average on Forex, this is just Forex only, they take an average of 8 to 10 pips per trade. Now if you do that, that means you got to have a tight stop so you don't give back that 8 to 10 pips you just got, which means they get stopped out a lot. They have to find another trade, or they lost on the trade to start with, then they got to find another trade to get in. See, mine is patience. It's about patience. Let it run up. Sometimes it runs away. Sometimes it does run away. Let me try to find you one where it has run away. If it's on the Aussie yen. So you have one right there. There was a sell it went down. You could have got in sideways, but not all the time that means a move. See how it's a sideways move, then it pushes up. Could have done the same thing. You want it to go down and come back up, then you get in with a low risk trade. That one would have been 98.58. That high is 51.7 plus 3, $10 risk. A Big Mac combo meal. That's all you risked to get this move down to here, which would have been 98.50 to 80, 170 pips. Now you had to hold it for basically 2-3 days, but you didn't have to hunt for another trade. You was in it. You were just monitoring it, moving it. Same thing here. Run up, push down. There's your chance to get in, low risk, and there's your reward for being patient. Here's one that ran flushed away. It flushed. You couldn't get in. If you got in here, the risk for that high to that high is about 70 pips. So the risk is too great, and you have to wait for this to push up into here, because that high was 97.59. Is that right? Nope. 39. 30 plus the spread, which is about 3 for me, so that's $33 risk. That's where I want it. And then this is what, there's your reward. Again, you had to hold on to it for another day, because that was from the 8th, and you got out probably right in there. You got stopped out, which is on the 10th, so 2 days you had to hold it. But you got 96, 100 pips, a little over 100. Yep, 120. And you didn't have to hunt for another trade. So that's what makes it easy. You don't have to hunt for another trade. You're in it. When it's working, you just follow it up. If you're wrong, which I am wrong, that it could have went down, take it out, but I'm risking $10. So, I mean, who can't live to trade another day on a $10 loss? So patience is the key to all of this stuff. So I hope that you like the education I'm providing for free. This doesn't cost anything. I just give of my time. If you're willing to subscribe to my channel and then click on the notify me, and also in the comments section I would like some feedback on if people are willing for me to go back to live streaming. I did it for a little over a month, about 5 weeks actually, but then there was nobody that was coming in there after paying for marketing, so I stopped that immediately when nobody was showing up, because I don't like talking to myself, even though I recorded all of those live streams, which you go back and look at at your convenience. But that's all for today. I'll be back tomorrow with a new video. Like I said, this is being recorded. It'll be up in about 30 minutes, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.